All right, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, where today, right now, we're going to be totally impromptu because we are going to record we're prepared to record other episodes, but we started riffing on something that we've been doing behind the scenes. And then we were like, why aren't we recording this? So here we are. We're recording it.
That's right. So we were talking about culling our email list because honestly, everyone's prices are going up regarding managing contacts and sending emails. And so you really only want super engaged people. And so we're having this deep discussion. We were supposed to be recording and we started talking about this. And we're like, oh my God, people should really hear this because it's important. So Justin, why don't you tell us about your experience culling your list?
So I've got I have my emails. I have two email accounts through ConvertKit, two separate email accounts. The streams do not cross. One is for my coaching and one is for my author. And I don't commingle those. And my coaching one I keep very, very tight. I haven't even broken 1,000 people on that list. It's a lean, mean engine, right? It's got people who are engaged, they open things, and it just like runs in the background. So ConvertKit under 1,000, it's not minimal, but the charge is much lower. Over on my author side, I have like 3,000 plus people on that email list. And I got the bill from ConvertKit and I was like, oh shit. Because you get charged whether the people on your list are active or cold or whatever. And so I went through and started looking at how many people do I just have sitting out in the hinterlands who are cold. And I have the re-engagement email list, and so some people go off that way. But we were talking about how when we send that re-engagement, it's you have to do something to stay on the list, not the reverse. And we see a lot of authors who are not as, I don't know, as mercenary as we are. As ruthless. Look,
Even the term culling sounds like, know, not a great thing.
it's a Hunger Games term. Like, we're calling the people.
But you do it because they money and because you don't want to be sending emails to people who don't want them, or it's going into their promo folder and they'll never read it, or it doesn't even get into their inbox.
Look,
But yeah, I just did the same thing. Like Joplin, I have two email accounts. I use Wix, and my other one is tiny, and it's just weekly tips about writing and publishing. But my coaching one, my other one though, is really big, and so I found a way to look at the people who haven't opened an email in X amount of time, and I sent them all an email and just say, "Hey, I realize we're all busy. Had noticed you haven't opened one of my emails in a while. If you want to stay on the list, either reply to this email or click this button."
yeah.
And I only had two people do it, which was great. One of them says, I have my email set so the photos don't load and it shows it is unread, but I want to stay on the list. And the other one was like, yeah, I want to come off the list. So probably, later today, I'll be vanishing the view from my list, but I think it's really important because it will allow me to stay under the next price level on Wix, because for Wix, it's like you can send, I think it's like 50,000 emails a month at the level I'm at. But I have a big list and I send weekly. And sometimes I send like a special if I've got a book that's free or something. So I can hit that 50 where I am right now. So try to get it way down to something that I don't have that as expense. And more importantly, so that my newsletter is going to people who really are engaged and want to read it.
Want it. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to, I mean, it's hard. It's hard enough for a lot of us to like regularly, consistently send out email. We want to be sending it to people who want it and want to engage with us and want to see what we're saying. Otherwise, why bother?
Right. And if you're one of those people, I mean, it feels really good to say, I have 16,000 people on my email list, but it doesn't matter.
It's not, no. Yeah, it's not worth paying $400 a year for 16,000 people if only a third of those or an eighth of those are opening it? If you've got 5 people opening your emails and reading them, you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to do that to yourself.
Right. And I worry a little bit less about open rate. I expect it to go up, but I have a pretty decent open rate. But again, it's about reaching the right people. It's not about I have a big number, therefore, and as with everything else, yes, a big list or bigger list drives more sales, but only of the engaged people. So again, be kind of ruthless. Be like that.
Be like that. Be ruthless, right?
Especially if, it's costing you more than it's worth.
Absolutely. That's money that can go somewhere else. And I'm all about moving money into places that it works for you. So this is our quick impromptu episode. We will move on now to our other episodes. Thank you for joining us so much. Give us a subscribe and a like. We're here talking about all the interesting things, and we've got great more episodes coming up. Thank you so much. Bye.